Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Whiskey Wednesday here at the Tex Malt Saloon. I'm Jay Charbonnet, and I'm one of the local maltsters here. And today I thought we'd be talking about a single barrel bourbon from Garrison Brothers Distillery. They are based down in High, Texas, and started down in 2006, making it Texas's oldest craft distillery. It's also one of the first distilleries to be able to call their juice bourbon outside of Kentucky or Tennessee, which is really, really special. Garrison Brothers uses a mash bill of 74% white corn, 14% wheat, and 11% malted barley, which is a malted barley part of that is a lot higher percentage than a lot of normal distillers use for bourbon, which can locate a little bit of sweetness in there or a little bit of softness depending on how the distillate comes out. So for a single barrel offering, it's really unique because a lot of the bourbons that you'll be getting in the store is a bunch of vatted blended casks put together for a specific flavor profile that they're going for. Single barrel offerings are a unique way to be able to look at a distillery's true character, see how things age in a specific amount of time, and a lot of the times it's going to be something that's really, really unique and very, very special. All right, well, let's start by taking a look at the color of this. So this is aged at least 3 years in the Texas heat, and we talked about Texas heat in the last video that we did with Stowe Austin. Texas has such a unique and hot climate that things just rapidly age here, similar to the way they do in Taiwan and in India compared to the way they do in Kentucky, Tennessee, or Scotland. Things just take a lot longer there. So when we take a look at the color for this is a really nice mahogany color. Possibly you could call it copper, which sort of tells you that it's been in the heat for so long that a lot of these flavors are going to be developed in there, and it doesn't need that long to do it. All right, well, let's take a look at how this guy noses. Wow, that is rich. You can tell just by the way that it smells and the way that the legs are in the glass that it's going to have a lot of heavy flavors in there. This one smells a lot like maple syrup, brown sugar, things like that, and I really think it's going to hold up whenever we get to the palate here shortly. All right, well, let's go ahead and take a drink of this guy and see how she holds up to the nose. Very similar in when we were talking about a lot of richness in there. It has a lot of baking spices, a little bit of like a nutmeg sort of flavor, touch of orange zest. Really, really nice. Very, very delicious. Really, really easy to drink on that one, surprisingly. There's also a little bit of a touch of mint in there, which I wasn't expecting to see. You normally see mint and herbaceous flavors in a higher rye mash bill, but there's no rye in this at all, which is a really, really interesting and unique character. On the finish, it has a lot more of that honey flavors, a little bit of black currants, some of those little darker fruits, but it finishes off very, very nicely and very, very smooth for something that's relatively high proof and something that has been aged in the Texas heat for 3 or so years. It's a really easy drinker, perfect for any time. I would say I like this just the way that it is. It'd probably be just fine on ice, but I definitely recommend you trying it just the way that it is because that's sort of what the distillers intended it to be. All right, guys. Well, that's another Whiskey Wednesday review. I really want to say thank you to Garrison Brothers for giving us this single barrel offering. It's really fantastic. I highly recommend it. And as it comes down to it, you guys have a good one. I'm gonna have another one.